morning. It is Monday and welcome to my SoulCycle impressions video. So I don't know if you watched the last video, but I recently, yesterday, which was Sunday, I did my very first SoulCycle class. If you watch that video, you'll know that SoulCycle in Tampa, which is not far from where I live, actually just opened up this past weekend, and I signed up for my very first class. I did the 10:45 class with Chelsea, and the SoulCycle place, I don't know what it's called, gym, maybe? I don't know, the place is at Hyde Park. It's in Tampa. If you've ever been to Tampa and you've been to Hyde Park, then you know that Hyde Park is super pretty. They have a bunch of different shopping places, one of which is the brand new SoulCycle gym. I guess gym, that's the right word. So anyway, so I did the 10:45 with Chelsea. I got there, and if you have the app or you have the email, obviously if you send it for SoulCycle, you probably have the email. You shared your email with them. They tell you to get there about 15 minutes before your very first class. I did do that. I was actually there just a little bit before. So I went in because it was a grand opening, I believe. They had like a bunch of balloons and people outside. I do believe I have a clip in my last video of what it looks like outside. I got it as we were leaving. Very, very cute. Very nice. I was very impressed. So first thing, I walked in and I did what they told me to do, which is say, you know, hey, this is my very first class. They quickly showed me how to sign in on the paper and to fill out my waiver on like a little iPad. One thing I didn't get to do, which I do want to do this weekend when I go back for another class, spoiler, I'm going back for another class, is I want to look through their store. Like, I know the store is a little expensive from what I've heard, but I do want to look because I think it would be really cool to kind of see the different SoulCycle products that they have. But so I signed up. They said go ahead and find a locker. You can put yourself stuff in a locker. They gave me my shoes because it was my first ride. The shoes were on them. Other than that, I believe the shoes I think are $8, I want to say I read, per ride. So if this tends to be something that I stick with and I keep doing, one thing I probably will do is invest in some shoes just because it's gonna add up. And I also don't know how much they cost, but I know that you can find some, I think I read on like Amazon or something like that for cheap. So I might do those first and then get a more expensive pair if I really end up loving this. But anyway, so found the locker. I was able to set up my combination and everything. First of all, the lockers are a lot better than I thought they were going to be. What I had all kind of heard was that the lockers are really small, which granted they are. However, they were deeper than I thought they were going to be, which is really great. I was really happy with that. And when I put my shoes on, one thing I did notice, and I want to ask about this weekend when I go back, is typically my shoe size is an 8, and when they asked me what size my shoe was, I said 8. They gave me 8s. They were a little big. My foot, when I was on the bike, I could feel it kind of sliding forward down towards my toe. So I think I want to ask if maybe I could do like a 7.5 this time and see what the difference is, see if those are a little bit more comfortable. So when I had to put my shoes on, went and waited in line to get into the class, they said there'll be somebody in there to help you. There was this super nice girl, and I wish I could remember her name, that helped me get my bike set up, told me what's the most comfortable, as like everything about the bike, like how to turn the knobs for resistance, stance, everything like that. She gave me like a quick little briefing. There was actually a lot of people around me that it was their first class, so I was really happy about that I was not like completely embarrassing myself. So I was really grateful for that. So anyway, sorry. So I got in for my very first class, got up on the bike. Chelsea was awesome. She was the best instructor I've ever had, because it was my only class, but everything about her was really awesome. She was really, really encouraging. She made it fun. It was extremely hard because I'm out of shape, but that's fine. I enjoyed the class. There were a couple times and I was like, all right, I can't catch my breath. Like, how much longer? But that's okay. Everything is a challenge and I'm fine with that. Anything that I didn't like, I will tell you one thing, my butt is so sore because I did have to sit back on the saddle a little bit throughout the class just because I'm not in shape enough to kind of like continue standing. One thing I found as I went on with the class is that it was better to just go slow standing than trying to like keep up with the beat rather than sitting down, because my butt hurts so bad today, like my butt bone. So that's kind of why I'm glad I'm not going until probably next Saturday or Sunday, just because my butt needs some time to recover after that. My butt hurts so bad. I was sweating so bad. I made it all the way through the class. I was so grateful I made it all the way through the class. I will tell you one thing, after watching, everybody knows I love Gretchen Garrity. She's like my favorite YouTuber. She's not, well, she is my favorite YouTuber. I watch her and then Maggie McDonald and Emma McDonald, and they all said how SoulCycle is like a really, really good, like, it's a workout, but it's also like a soul experience, and it feels so good. You feel so good and so happy in there. I can tell you 100% that it's true. I felt not judged. I felt accepted. I felt like, even though I was not on the same level of some of the other people in that class, I was not alone in that fact. I was really, really impressed and happy with everything. People, you know, everybody was so nice. Everybody was on all different levels, so you did not feel like you were alone even at all in any of that. When I went out, I had plans to stay at Hyde Park, and some of my friends were coming to meet me, so I actually took advantage of the shower afterwards and got like cleaned up and ready to go. I ended up having to sit in my car because I was super, super hot. My plan was to kind of walk around Hyde Park by myself and get some of the things that I needed. However, that did not occur because my face was so red. Because I'm so fair toned, and I think I really want to ask like why this happens, but anyway, my face has always turned so red. Even when I'm just like outside for an extra amount of time, I get so red. So yesterday, by the time I got back in my car to drop like my little bag off with everything in it, I was so red. I looked like a freaking tomato. So I ended up sitting in my car, and I just talked to Andrew on the phone with the air on me because I wanted to cool down. I didn't want to walk around like that because people were probably gonna think I was like about to have a stroke or something. So I definitely got a good workout after seeing the way my face was. The shower was great. I did take advantage of the hair products that they have there, which I'd heard were really great. My hair felt so good and smells so good right now. Any negative drawbacks that I have, my shoes didn't really fit right. I kind of wish I had asked before, but that's okay. I felt really good in the class. I don't really think that there was any negative feedback to give other than the fact that I'm crazy sore right now. So that's fine. So I guess overall, not even overall, my experience was really, really good at my very first class. I was very impressed with everything from the facility to the instructor to the music that she played. Like, it was so emotional for me, like towards the end, because she played like Miley Cyrus The Climb, which is like this big time like upbeat song, like not upbeat, but like big time like encouragement song. She played that at the end, which I loved. It was so good. Everybody was like singing and like cheering each other on. It was so great. I know one thing for sure, I will be in Boston in 3 weeks. I'm going to take a SoulCycle class while I'm there, and I will probably get like a shirt or like a sweatshirt or something like that that says SoulCycle Boston, just because I love Boston. You know, if you know me, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that Boston is somewhere that holds so very much of my heart. I'm so excited to go there with Andrew and one of my other friends. But so to recap this video, to just end it off, I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful if you're someone that maybe is interested in doing SoulCycle for the very first time, or if if you have questions. I know I don't know that much, so obviously maybe it wasn't very, very helpful. I would say to check out Gretchen Garrity's video on SoulCycle. I can try and link it down below so that you guys can watch it. She did a really, really good in-depth video that talked all about the area, like what to expect, everything like that. After watching that video, I felt a lot better with trying this for the very first time. So I will do my very best to link it down below so that you guys can watch her video, because it really, really helped me. If you're someone that's interested, I would definitely recommend looking into hers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to continue to document my journey with obviously my life, but also with SoulCycle, so that I can keep you guys informed of what I think as I keep going. Hopefully my soreness will go away by Saturday. If not, like, I'm just gonna work through it, keep going. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you want to, follow me on my social media. They'll all be down in the description box, and then I will see you guys in my very next video.